Okay, I think once before. Let's put my glove on the right hand.
Good idea.
We've had a couple of letters from frat boys. And another college student, like Sabrina, who wrote me and asked me a question. And I'm wondering now if I ever got back to him on that question. But here we have Scooter from FSU. Yeah.
What does FSU stand for?
Florida State University.
Oh,
my alma
Florida.
Mater. That's where I was first in the circus at Flying High. So, welcome, Scooter. Let's see what Scooter has to say.
Let's see. Sup, bro. You just solid alpha no cap, so much riz.
What?
I save my edge for that solid honey you keep loose. No, you mewing that nightly respect. Keep on the all fours, phantom tax be damned. You the whole spice rack shaved down. My crew stay fan-based, brah, skibbity, on that Herald fuck toilet. We keep you on split, meme need all the TikTok. Stay so lean. No doubt you the goat, all the sauce, yeah. Need that strawberry elephant faux show.
This is making you turn British. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Most zesty polgar gigachad with the banger. Cheers, Booth King, aka the back to buzz.
Okay.
That was fucking wild. I don't know what I just read. Do you know what I just read? I don't know what I just read. Do you know what I just read?
I'm glad I had you read it because I'm not sure I can.
I think it would have taken you the whole night to get through that.
Solid alpha. Wow.
I mean,
Zesty Pogger.
that was pretty skibbity toilet, if you ask me.
Zesty Pogger sounds British, so I think you went the right direction there.
Zesty Pogger sounds like another word for pregnant.
Oh, it could be. Did you get that girl Peg? That's what we used to say. Pegged. All right. Are we ready to start the show now? Sabrina can only hold that face for so long. Should we see if it'll work? I have to apologize to Sabrina again for making her read that. I couldn't do it myself. You want some whiskey, Percival?
No, once again, no, thank you, Murph. No, thank you.
Okay.
Well, yes, but I suppose the funny thing is, Murph, cats don't actually exist.
Wait, what's that? Have you been on the internet again? This here is called left hand, but it's really just it's really just a Boulevardier with some chocolate bitters in it, which changes the, it takes a little bit of the bitterness out of the Campari, and I didn't put a lot of Campari. And watch out, kids. The rye this week is 100 proof. They're closing out this Jack Daniel's bonded rye here in the Beehive State. It's going the way. And so $36 bottles were going for $20. So guess who stocked up? All right, we're going back.
Do you see this smile, old man? Well, you didn't put it there. So,
Percival, did you get into the catnip? We're going back to 1975. You remember 1975, Percival?
yes, well, I remember this one well. We saw it in the theatre with Yoko on a midnight screening.
Sure you do. We got a couple of features tonight that I'm sure played at the drive-in 1975. And first up, it's Best Friends. No, not that damn thing with Burt Reynolds and Goldie Hawn, maybe? No, not that. This. Actually, not this. Tonight's movies both feature posters that do not accurately represent what the movie is about, because they were trying to sell tickets. She became the ravaged victim of a century of revenge. Well, no, not exactly. Crown International Pictures presents Best Friends Until They Cross the Wrong Border. But I don't even think the people who made the poster, I don't think they even saw the movie. We have Richard Hatch, Suzanne Benton, Doug Chapin, Ann Noland. Ann, getting high class here. Ann must have gone on to do bigger and better things. Now I'm going to have to look that up. Sorry, I've been chatting with a lady friend on the Tinder, so I want to see if she writes back. So, look at me. I can put on my gas station uniform or just a t-shirt or whatever, but, I mean, what was that? That's probably Sabrina. What do you think my odds are? Yeah. Directed by Noel Nossick. Nossick? I've never seen this last name before. Nosseke, like rhymes with neck. Starring Richard Hatch from The Streets of San Francisco. Y'all remember that show? No, you don't. Y'all are a bunch of little 20-somethings. A few 30-somethings. Maybe a 40-something. Some of you, actually the ones who watch me the most, are closer to my age. So yeah, you remember The Streets of San Francisco. And also, you remember Don Johnson and A Boy and His Dog. Yeah, Suzanne Benton's the girl from that. Okay. I watched this last week. Not really, but when I wrote this. And I don't remember the names. So we're going to go with the actors' names, okay? We start off with Rick and his steady girl Susie, and presumably her friend Annie, Nolan. They all greet Doug, who also co-wrote, as he returns from Vietnam. Vietnam winding down there in 1970. I think we pulled out in 1975. Up until I was 10, Vietnam was the whole fucking front page of the newspaper. Except during Watergate. The foursome procures a motorhome. Rental, maybe? I don't know. And sets out on the road for a fun-filled summer romp. Man, I could use a fun-filled summer romp. It's like 20 degrees outside. What the fuck? Things get uncomfortable right away as Doug's childish whimsy turns Annie off, and she gets bored. Yeah, the setup isn't going so great, and yeah, the double date, and shit, we're going to be in a motorhome all summer. They stop at a strip joint and have a couple of beers. And there, Annie jumps on stage, starts wiggling her butt, and pisses off the stripper who's trying to make a buck here, causing a ruckus and a run-in with the locals. Here's where the poster comes in. I think there were some natives in the bar. That's about the extent of the poster. Okay. Throughout, Doug seems more interested in Rick than Annie, and Susie is starting to get annoyed with him too. It's like Doug, was suspended in animation over there in Vietnam. Didn't age a bit. Next day, Doug up and buys a motorcycle. They're having breakfast at the diner, and Doug pulls up on a motorcycle. Now he's riding out front while both girls are in the motorhome with Rick, who is also getting a little annoyed with Doug. Well, Rick, as you do when you're on a road trip with a couple of girls, with your girl and her best friend, you end up slipping up and sleeping with her best friend, right? Well, Rick did. Doug seizes the opportunity to try and lure Rick away from Susie. Yeah. Come on, man. You and me. Just like the old days. Dude's like stuck at 15 or something, wants to go back to high school football. Chugging beers and chasing babes. When Rick tells him he's in love with Susie and that it's time for Doug to grow up too, it's more than Doug can take. All comes to a head right there on the beach in front of the motorhome. Okay. The poster made this look like some kind of action picture, as you saw, like some kind of revenge picture with the natives. They're seeking their revenge against the white man. That's not what it's about. So I totally thought it would center around the fight at the bar. But no. This is a drama about a guy struggling to recapture his youth after the trauma of war. No more serious of a subject. Only to find that the world, his world, moved on without him. while he was overseas. Well done, I wrote here. But I sure hope those girls were older than they looked. I'm sure they were. Even in 1975. You remember how 25-year-olds were playing teenagers? Let's hope that's the case. Three. It's a 3-ring circus here on Feature 1. Best Friends, 1975. And, yeah. I'm going to see what Sabrina wants. And I'm going to finish this drink while I watch this, and I'm going to make another one. Maybe not the same thing, though. Let's all go to the lobby and make ourselves a drink.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.